you chat?
Always.
Feliz Navidad.
Du, 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 du.
Was that singing or beatboxing?
It was a hybrid.
Oh, okay. Good.
Feliz Navidad. Du, 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 du.
Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
Wow, look at us go.
This is our New Year's wrap-up episode.
Howdy. It's almost 2025. Where the hell did the year go?
2025.
This always happens to me at the end of the year where I become so confused about if it's 2020. Like, I'm like, what year is it? What year is it going to be? Like, something happens where like
It's just the following year.
I know, but when I'm
It's
like
the one after this one.
when I'm writing the date, I like glitch. Like I was writing a check today, which makes me sound like I'm 100, but I was writing a check and I was like, wait, what year is it? All of a sudden I was like, is it 2023? I was like, no, that's over.
2023, long gone.
Adios.
2024,
here
here right now.
2025,
about to exit on the
around
horizon.
the corner.
Yes.
Got it. I understand.
Okay.
How are you? How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Saw you, saw the fam.
A light in your weekend always.
Absolutely, always. A light in my day. Each
And every
day,
time.
since I see you every day, is
You're
made
welcome.
better by seeing you.
That's so nice. All right, clip that. I want to play that on a loop.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm glad it was a good weekend.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was lovely. We also saw you. It was very like errand focused, getting ourselves in order for the holiday season. Jack slept over, which was
Did sleep over.
so fun. We made ornaments. I saved you the worst one.
Art Project City over
We
here.
made ornaments. He made pizza with Tyler. He was like the best. We are obsessed with having him here. So that was fun. And then
And you were afraid that he was going to climb out of what you kept calling his playpen,
I did get scared.
which is his pack and play that he sleeps in whenever we travel. And was it any even semblance of a problem?
Okay, but let's just reflect on my experiences. One time I was watching Jack and he was very angry with me because I wouldn't give him more cookies before bed. And it was just me and him and he catapulted himself. You saw it on the baby monitor. He flung himself out of his crib. So one, I'm traumatized from that. Two, he was sleeping in our guest room in his pack and play, which was next to the guest bed. And so I like was picturing him like Kim Possible. Like I was like, what if he flings himself onto the guest bed, pops down, opens the door.
Oh, yep. He's wreaking havoc on your whole home
I
here.
just got scared because the guest room, well, we didn't like, I don't know. I catastrophize everything.
Yep. And it was so fine.
It was so fine.
He slept like a little angel.
He slept like a little angel. He had so much fun. We had so much fun. I just want to just say as a PSA though, and I know that moms experience this year round, but like I take the sweetest pictures of Tyler with Jack. Just, they should be in a museum. So beautiful, so candid, just really lovely photos.
Interesting.
If Tyler takes a photo of me and Jack, it's exclusively from like below.
He's just always below. He's laying on the ground when he decides to take a photo of you.
The angles are catastrophic. Like
You look at the picture. What are these catastrophic angles?
I know that men are just not great at taking photos, but like I should show I wish I could show the world these great photos I have from this weekend. And literally he took one picture of me at soccer with Jack and one at breakfast, and I think they should be burned. Burned.
Wow.
So I just want to say I got a small taste of what mothers around the world experience.
The mothers are out there taking amazing photos.
Like, don't you feel the same? Like you get the best pictures of Jack and Mike? Where are your pictures?
My pictures are the photos that Mike takes of me and Jack are like absolutely tragic.
I know.
It's like, oh, wow. What an interesting photo you took.
I know.
So yeah, those are I never see again. I'm like, thank you for ruining my day.
It traumatizes me. Like, I'm like, I don't look like that. Like,
no,
what
literally.
happened?
Is this how I look?
Like, and then Tyler, like, he's like, no, you look beautiful. I'm like, what? I'm scared.
Beautiful is
in the
a
eye
lie.
of the beholder.
Yeah, that's a lie.
But yeah, it was a great weekend.
For our year wrap up.
Our year.
Yeah. For our year wrap up, I think we should do like tops, faves, hates,
loathes.
Yes.
Okay. A year in review.
This is our year in review.
Beautiful. Well, can I do my icebreaker first?
Oh, okay. Yeah, do that.
Okay. So have you ever, in the spirit of the holiday season, have you ever re-gifted something? And if yes, what?
Interesting.
Or have you received something you are certain is a re-gift?
Oh, I'm sure.
I have a specific story.
About something I got or
No,
you?
something I got.
Okay, you go while I think.
So we moved last year out of our condo into the house we're in now. And we weren't like particularly close to our neighbors across the hall. We like had each other's number. We would text if there was a package or like something with a dog, whatever. But like, we're not really friends. We move and we get this text from our neighbor that's like, oh my God, we had something for you, but it didn't come in time before you moved. And we want to drop something off for the holidays. And we were like, that's really nice. Like, we didn't get you anything, but I will run out and get something. They're texting. They're like, we need to drop this off. We're so sorry. Like, they made a big deal about how it had shipped late. And that's why we didn't receive it before we moved. And Tyler and I were like, oh my God, like, what is this gift? Why did they do this?
We can't wait.
So finally we coordinated time. They come over. They give us this giant gift bag. So I'm like, oh my God, what is in here? I open it. Now, number one, keep in mind, key points. It, quote, shipped late, and it's for Tyler and I. It's a Bed Bath & Beyond, like, lotion set that had, like, Sharpie on the...
Bed Bath & Beyond or Bath & Body Works?
Bath & Body Works. Bath & Body Works.
Okay, I was like, that store is closed, so this is really, really crazy.
Sorry, Bath & Body Works lotion set. And on the back was like, someone had like Sharpied out. I don't know if someone had like written something on it or like a price tag, but like Sharpie on it. And we open it and we're like, thank you. Like, so random. They also didn't want to stay that long. Like, no one invited you here, but they made a big deal to be like, okay, we've got to get going. And we're like, okay, you wanted to come here.
You wanted to come here and bring us this.
And then I turned around and re-gifted it to someone who was helping our family with Mo. It was a beautiful lotion set. I just didn't like the scents. So that's my tale.
I'm not really a re-gifter personally. I just like, if I get like, I don't save it to give as a gift. Like, if I get something that I don't, and it's usually like from like, you know, fucking miscellaneous, like work white elephant or something like that. If I get something like that, I just give it to the person. How much shit do I give you? Tons.
Yeah, I'm so grateful because you're allergic to most scents and I'm not.
Like random mugs that say things on them, I hate. Like when I get stuff like that, I turn right around and just give it right to you.
Well,
That's not a re-gift.
I mean, it is a gift that's been re-gifted.
But I'm not like, here, I got this for you for your birthday. That sucks.
Well, I would never re-gift. You have to like, there's an order to re-gifting. Like them giving us a weird gift that was definitely a re-gift was fine. It was weird they made a big deal about it, but like we're in the re-gift zone. I think there's a re-gift zone that's like 4 separations from you. It's not your family. It's not your closest friends. It's not your like medium friends. It's the 4th ring. It's like acquaintances, work friendliness. Like those people live in the re-gift zone.
Right.
It'd be weird to re-gift to you.
Right. No, I would never re-gift to like someone close to me.
Right.
But I just like, I don't even have like, and I don't like shit like clutter.
Yeah.
So I don't want to save like, oh, I got this, 2 mug set and then I'm like, gonna save it for some sort of something. I'm just like, who do I know that would like these mugs? And then I just give them the mugs.
Yeah, I don't hold on to things to regift. I would say like if I get a gift and I immediately think of someone who would enjoy it, like I also I don't torture people with a regift. Like I'm not
giving it to someone who would hate it. I like do a inventory of people I know.
Exactly. But I do think regifting is like acceptable in certain circumstances. Like what does it matter if I spend $50 or I was given a gift worth $50 and I gave it to you? Either way, it was mine.
Yeah, I just think sometimes passing off a regift as a gift that you went and got. You know how I am about gifts.
You're so weird about gifts.
I'm weird.
You're so, I mean, unique.
You mean thoughtful is the word you're looking for?
Yes. That's what I meant.
What are you trying to say?
No, you are. I'm not speaking about your giving of gifts. You're extremely generous, extremely thoughtful. Like that's not weird. You have like a very strict code of what you enjoy to receive, which makes you sometimes a difficult person to give a gift to.
I don't think that I'm a good gift receiver at all.
You're not. I'm glad we can put that out there.
I'm so hard to get gifts for.
So hard.
Yeah, I know.
So hard.
I know.
I think I've done okay over the years, but I've struggled.
I'm trying to think of things you've gotten me.
I've gotten you those shoes that one year you really liked. I got you a drawing of your childhood home, which you liked.
I liked that.
I got you a ring that you picked out, the one from Nordstrom last year that you liked.
Yep.
Ornaments that you've liked over the years. I've purchased you. I've given you experiences that you've enjoyed.
I love experiences.
Like massages, spa days, hotel, like weekend things that we've done, like staycations.
Yeah. No.
I've also given you horrible gifts.
Such as?
I can't think of them, but I just know.
I'm not easy to get a gift for at all. Like I don't know what it is.
It's so interesting because your love language is giving gifts. Like that's how you show love.
Acts of service, I would say.
But I just mean like I shouldn't say your love language, but like when you love someone, you give them a really beautiful gift, but it doesn't land.
Once you cross over into I love you, you just receive tons of gifts. No, I don't mean
tons of gifts. I just mean like you are a great gift giver of those you love.
When come time for gift giving.
Of course. I don't mean random Tuesdays. I mean, like when it's Christmas, birthdays, you give very thoughtful gifts.
I try to think about what someone would really want.
But when I give you a gift, you're like, very rarely are you like, I love this. Like, you're like, thank you. And I'm like.
Unless in recent years, just send you a link.
Which I prefer. Thank you.
I don't want people to send me a link for what they want. I want to come up with it myself.
I know. I love a link. Because I want to get you something you're going to love.
I know that I will get it someone. I know that I will.
Oh, there's a confidence that comes with it.
The only person who I truly cannot get gifts for is my mom.
She's tough.
She matches me. And my drive to get yeah, my drive to get good gifts comes from a young age of getting shit for my mom that I thought she was going to absolutely love.
Okay.
That she could not give two shits about. And it's just that like she doesn't love things.
Right. Your mom does not have an appreciation of items.
She doesn't have like
she loves people, not things.
Yes. She's like, oh, that's a cool thing to have, like a towel warmer. She's like, oh, I love my little towel warmer. But like she's not like, oh my God, I'm so obsessed with this, like blah, blah, blah. Like you got her like really great slippers. Here's a perfect example. This is such a great example. You and I were in LA.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, 8 years ago, maybe now. And she was having a hip replacement and could barely like shuffle around. And we were there around her birthday. And so we got her shoes that she could just slip on, like the UGG slippers that don't have the back. So you could just like slip them on and shuffle around. And we were like,
yay!
Was it even her birthday or did we just bring this gift back?
I think we just brought them home because she like couldn't leave the apartment.
Yeah. And she was like, oh.
That was a famous year. You also then got the flu a couple days after that. And it was just me leaving the apartment by myself.
Yeah, no, I got like, I don't think it was the flu. I think those meatballs gave me food poisoning.
No, okay. Sorry, continue. So we brought the gift back.
So we brought the gift back and we were like, look, we got these for you. Like, so much thought goes into why we picked these specific ones. She's like, I don't know. I don't know if I should be wearing shoes without backs when I'm not so stable on my feet. And I was like, how are you going to bend down and put a shoe on? That's the whole point, is you slip on a slipper. You're not going out ice skating in them. You're just walking around the house. And she was like, I don't think these will work. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, and that's just the cherry on top of the thousands and thousands of gifts I've bought this woman. I will never forget one year for Hanukkah, I went to Sharper Image, which used to be in the mall, and I just love Sharper Image. I mean, I love a gadget now, but back then, wow.
Wow.
I mean, you didn't have access to Amazon and
no,
shit.
it was a different time.
You saw these gadgets in real life, and it was like crazy.
Sharper Image was cool.
Yes.
I won't doubt. Yeah.
And I bought her. I saw this before, and I was like, I am absolutely saving up money for this. I scrounged, and then my dad filled in the rest. And I bought her like the original Ember mug of like 99. It was like, it sat on like a hot plate, and it was a mug, and it kept your coffee warm for up to 12 hours. And my mom sat at her desk. She's a working woman.
Yeah. You were like, this is perfect.
Boss bitch. And she loves coffee, and her coffee would always get cold. And then she'd go dump it out and have to make a new pot. It was like, you know, pre-Keurig.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I have the best gift for my mom. I gave her this thing. It remained unopened.
Why does this make me want to cry for you?
She opened the gift and she was like, oh, this is so cute. And I like explained the idea. I'm 7. I'm like, it keeps your coffee warm all day, so you don't have to get up and keep reheating. Like, it'll just keep it fresh for you. And she's like, oh, that's such a great gift. This bitch did not even open the box. She put it in, it made it to her office.
Oh no.
She put it in the closet thinking like, maybe I'll open it one day. She didn't open it one day. It was still in the box when we cleaned out her office when we moved 20 years later.
No, I want to hug you.
She did not even open that little mug warmer. And maybe I would have wanted the mug warmer for myself.
How did that make you feel?
I was like, damn.
Damn. No, I mean, you're an incredible gift giver. Her loss.
So I think that things, and that's just one experience of many.
You really are like an elf. Like, sometimes when I open presents from you, I'm like, I myself did not even know I wanted this. So how the fuck did you?
That's the goal.
But I'm always stunned. Like, I've never received a bad present from you.
The goal is to get people things that they did not even know that they wanted.
That's what you do.
And that's why I don't want a link.
Well,
I don't want a link because you knew you wanted this.
Huh.
I am trying to get you something that you didn't even know that you wanted.
Wow. What'd you get me?
I like mine for you this year.
Oh, good. I like mine for you because you sent me a link.
I sent you a
but
link.
I also got you something else. I actually got you 2 other somethings. Not as big, but.
Yeah, I pride myself on being a conscientious gift giver, but gift receiver, tough.
I'm a wonderful gift giver with a link. Like,
oh, you have a credit card.
Exactly. And I want to get people the thing that they want. You know?
Of course. Can you think of, on the topic of icebreakers, can you think of the worst gift you've ever gotten from, like, not like a white elephant work person, like friend, family, like you're just like, what the fuck was this? Because I can.
I need to think about it. It wasn't so traumatic that it's top of mind. You go first.
Mine's right on the tip of my tongue.
What is, don't. You know what I'm going to say. Do not. Do not do that to Mike and I.
To Mike and I. Oh, wow.
I was a part of it.
And that's even worse.
And I stand by it.
You guys, let me just say.
Don't.
The worst gift I've ever gotten. And I think it's because it's from Mike and you, like the 2 people in this world who know me the best. It was many years ago. So let's, you know, leave it there. in the past, but it's in the present in my mind.
Oh my fucking God.
My birthday. And again, not so easy to get gifts for, but if you know me well, and you're trying to do something special, I just want to put this out there. If you get me a gift card for something, I love a gift card because I'm just going to get whatever the fuck I want. Love a gift card. But if you're trying to get me something like meaningful and you give me a gift card, I'm confused. So let me just say, and I don't want a gift card from my husband, then boyfriend, and I don't want a gift card from my best friend. I don't want a gift card from those two people.
Okay, we've got it. Understood.
And I don't think I'm alone in that. If I gave you a gift card, you'd be like, hello, stranger.
But it was not a gift card. It was well thought out, and it was to create Rachel's perfect day. And it was a myriad of gift cards to all of her favorite things. It was like a massage gift card and a movie gift card and a store gift card. And so
there was no. It was like a Nordstrom gift card, a Target gift card, an AMC gift card.
Okay, well, that wasn't I can't speak to what Mike chose, but the inception was
it was like the three things that were on the wall at Walgreens.
It was to create, and I also don't think the presentation was there. The idea in my mind was to create your perfect day that you guys could spend together.
But he could just take me to those things. Now I got to take myself.
No, you were going to go together.
Oh, we're going to go together. Let's go to Target and I'll pay.
Okay, fuck you.
I literally was like, why are there so many gift cards in this envelope? And like, what's going on? Like in the moment, I was like, that's such a sweet idea. And then like, I was confused when we got in the car. I was like, I'm confused about this gift.
Oh my God.
And he was like, yeah. Like he couldn't even really explain it because I think you had tried to convince him to do it.
But we were hard up for ideas.
Hard up. Come on.
And I just, again, in my mind, I still think you're not the target market for it, for sure. But I think that it's a lovely idea.
No,
in theory.
No, don't taint anyone's mind here.
No, I think there are a lot. I would love a My Perfect Day gift card set.
But I don't understand the idea of the perfect day. Like, and here's an AMC gift card. It's for 2 tickets. And then when we get there, you pay for the tickets with your gift card.
I think it wasn't executed well.
No.
I understand.
Okay.
And that was when I said, I'm out on helping you. I have enough on my plate trying to get her a gift. I can't take yours on too.
I mean, you make it seem like I'm picky with gifts. This was not a good gift.
Okay, 2 things are true. This was a bad gift / you are picky with gifts.
But I know that I'm picky. And if it's something that like you really put thought into, like let's say it's like a ring or a bracelet or like
totally
a sweater that I'm like, okay, this isn't a sweater I'd pick for myself. But if you're like, I thought you'd like it. Like you've gotten me a couple sweaters where you're like, I thought you'd like it because like it's like blah, blah, blah. You could wear it to work. You could wear it to, and I'm like, I wouldn't have bought this for myself, but I wear it because I'm like, I do see your point and you put a lot of thought into it. And I love that.
I will own, like I'm in a space where I can say that was a terrible gift, but the intention was there.
God, the array of gift cards. I'll never fucking forget it.
Oh my God, fuck me. I actually can't think of a gift.
A horrible gift?
Yeah, horrible gift.
The salt lamp.
Oh
That's
my God.
like 15 pounds.
Yeah, that was tough. I actually got 2 salt lamps that year, actually.
Even worse. Was there like
There was the year of the salt lamp. I don't know if you recall this, where like everyone was getting salt lamps.
I do. I got one too.
They were good for anxiety. And like, okay, totally got that. But that year, I literally got a salt lamp from my aunt and my mom. It's as if they hadn't spoken to each other. And they're an incredibly heavy, dense item. Like 15 fucking pounds.
No, they're so heavy.
And I lived in the city and I had to schlep it from the parking garage upstairs. I never ever plugged in the second one because 1 salt lamp is enough.
One's enough.
And so I had 1 in my closet.
We don't need to live in a cave.
1 in my room. And then when I moved, I had to move 30 pounds of salt lamp. And I got to tell you, I was still pretty anxious. I had the salt lamp plugged in and the thought was there from the person, but aesthetically it didn't really match my vibe. And then it also didn't do what was advertised.
I know your salt lamps were.
I was tortured by
You
salt
were like,
lamps.
you didn't even want to take them out of your car. Like, you were like, I don't want to bring these salt lamps upstairs.
They just didn't fit my vibe. But I tried. I was like, maybe there's benefits that I need to be experiencing.
And there weren't.
There were. I mean, not to me. I don't want to knock if anyone's had a positive experience with a salt lamp.
If any salt lamps are listening.
Sorry.
We love you and we appreciate you.
Sorry, salt lamps.
Okay, let's go into our wrap up.
Okay.
Should we do favorites?
Yeah, let's do favorites.
Okay. What was your favorite TV show of 2024?
Well, completed. I loved Presumed Innocent, which was a recommendation from you.
I loved that one too.
The Jake Gyllenhaal one. I love a crime show. The mystery was great. Like, really fucking love that. But in true me fashion, we just started a show. We're only halfway through Criminal Record.
Then you can't name it as your favorite show
I'm
of
not.
the year.
I'm saying it's a contender and I will finish it before 2024. So it's a possibility. As of now, if it continues at its pace, it's going to outdo Presumed Innocent. It's called Criminal Record on Apple TV. 4 of 8 are completed. Fucking love. Hot take, but I'm going to put it on there. Okay. What's yours?
Favorite show of 24. I was trying to think of like reality slash. Because I watched a lot of good documentaries this year.
Oh, I also loved that one on Netflix. It was the 3-part one with the mom, the adopted daughter, Into the Fire. It's the documentary about the mom who gave up her daughter for adoption and then many years later discovers that her daughter has been on the missing person list.
Yes.
And it was awesome. So that's also on there.
That one was really good. I think maybe my favorite show of the year, which feels like kind of a hot take because it wasn't like the best show in the world. It was just like something different and really good, was Baby Reindeer.
Oh, that was great.
I really liked that show a lot.
I did too.
And it like exceeded expectations. Like I was like, what is this going to be?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
I loved The Traitors this season. I know you don't watch.
You love that show.
You are a loser.
That's
you
me.
loved Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Loved. Like, best reality show I watched this year.
Really?
Just because the formula was the same, so I didn't expect it to be any different, but like their takes were so different. Like these young Mormons, I think like you get the Mormon aspect on Salt Lake, but this was like, I flew through it. I loved it.
Yeah. I didn't love, but
Baby Reindeer is a good one.
yeah, I'd say Baby Reindeer.
Oh, that's good. Quality shows this year.
Really?
I thought so. You didn't?
Eh.
I know I don't deserve it because I don't take any of your recommendations, but if you're feeling like it, start Criminal Record.
We'll see.
So good.
Favorite movie?
Interestingly, I saw about 3 movies this year that were from 2024.
What about just generally?
I watched a lot of shows. I didn't watch a lot of movies, but I'm going to just go with Wicked because I think it was the best movie of 2024.
Wicked was mine as well.
Like,
by,
landslide.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if I'd seen other movies if they would have been competition for Wicked. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, no. I mean, unless I had seen like
Wicked Part 2. I'm just kidding.
Aaron Brockovich this year as well, then
Aaron
that would be
neck and neck.
yes.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Right there with it. But no, Wicked 100%. Okay, favorite book?
Okay.
I got to go to my Goodreads. I
have 2.
Okay.
As we all have discussed here, From Here to the Great Unknown, a memoir, the Lisa Marie Presley autobiography
Riley
that was
Keough.
finished by her daughter Riley Keough.
Yes, you loved that.
Fucking loved it. Hate the title. Still hate the title. Not really sure what it
Okay,
means.
that's a memoir though, so it's hard to. So that can be your favorite memoir. I'll find a memoir I loved also.
Okay, and then I think. Oh, I'm torn. I think we read None of This Is True this year, right?
No,
No?
last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Dark Matter. Did we read that this year?
That was your favorite book of
I
the year?
love Dark Matter.
Okay. We did read that this year.
I love Dark Matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dark Matter and From Here to the Great Unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. I'm torn on my favorite memoir. I really love Know My Name. Which
one's
is
that one?
Chanel Miller. She's the girl who was the Jane Doe in the Stanford swimmer
Right.
rape case.
Right.
Super good.
Crazy good.
I also really liked Birdie and Harlow, which is just like a random little memoir that's written by a girl who's like a comedian about her and her dog.
Oh.
Really good.
Should I read either of those?
Yes, both.
Okay.
Yes to both. I have a top 3 favorite books of the year.
Oh, okay. What else do we have?
Although I'm not sure did we read Wrong Place, Wrong Time this year?
Which one was that one?
The one about the mom whose son, she sees him kill someone on the street in front of their house and then starts going back in time.
Oh my God, that one was so good.
That is tops for sure.
Damn. I don't think that was this year.
Yeah, I think it was.
Was
To
it?
be honest, yeah. I think it was at the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay. That's a really good one.
I loved that book.
That was really good.
I also really loved Ask Again Yes.
I almost said Ask Again Yes. But like the ending for me on that one was too abrupt. I felt like
you listened, right?
No, I switched. I did both.
So confusing. Okay.
I did both.
Some books I think you just shouldn't
Listen to. I just felt like the ending felt very abrupt on that one.
Oh, I didn't.
Like I didn't feel like I got enough closure, but it was a really good book.
I loved that book. And then my other top one was The Push.
Did I read that?
You did.
What was that one about?
The mom who
was unwell.
you're not sure.
Yes, that one was really good.
With 2 kids.
Yes.
And she's not sure if
Yes.
something's wrong with her or her kid.
Yep. That one was so good. Okay, all of those are mine. I steal them all. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, all those are mine too. Yeah.
I steal those.
Dark Matter is not in my tops list.
I love Dark Matter,
Yeah, I know
but
you
the
do.
show sucked.
Didn't even try
Personally.
the show. So yeah, those would be my I can't say between those 3.
Because Dark Matter felt like, is this going on? Like, are there other dimensions? Are there other, like, every time we make a different choice? You know, like it kind of like tickled a part of my brain that I was like, scary.
Well, you hate sci-fi.
Fucking hate. I don't hate it. I'm unsettled by it. What was I recently talking about with someone? And I was like, yeah, the future sucks with all this fucking technology.
What was that movie we watched that was like sci-fi and you were
On Apple.
sobbing your eyes
With
out at the
Mahershala
end?
Ali.
And we were like, what are you crying about?
It was so triggering. I was unpleased.
You were like, this is what the future has to hold.
I don't want that.
What was
Unsubscribe.
that?
No, I know, like he became like a robot or like he switched bodies because he was at the end of life.
Because he was like gonna die.
Yeah, but like his family didn't know. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. No, thank you.
Swan Song.
Nope.
It was good though.
Not for me. Literally triggered the fuck out of me. I was like inconsolable, if you recall.
No, you really were. I was like, do you want me to leave you alone?
Like I was not okay.
Okay, and then top, we can just use our Spotify Wrapped for this. Top songs / artists of the year. Spotify Wrapped is like, you know, it summarizes everything you've listened to and how much you've listened to it. So it tells you what your top things were. So yeah, what were your top artists? And then do you want to do top songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So unfortunately for me, my top artists were
I'm going to be upset with this list for you. I know it.
written in the stars before some very unfortunate things came out. So my number one artist is P. Diddy. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
It's Zach Bryan, which still fucking sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. That's your number one artist.
I
Wow.
love his music, but I'm off of it obviously because he sucks. The number 2 is Morgan Wallen.
You were in a country phase.
Number 3 is Noah Kahan, who I love.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Taylor Swift, and number 5 is Luke Combs.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Country.
I was a country cutie this year.
You were a country cutie.
Yeah. What's yours?
My top artists were number 1 top artist this year was Chappell Roan.
Oh, interesting. HOTTOGO.
Yes, that, and her whole album was really good.
It is really good.
It's just me listening to Hot to Go all over and over and over again.
I just didn't listen to it enough at the back half of the year for it to matter, but I did listen to it.
That one song.
No. No, the album.
Taylor Swift,
Sure.
Sabrina Carpenter, Casey Musgraves,
Good one.
and Billie Eilish.
Wow. Yours is all female and mine is literally all male.
What does that say?
I don't know.
That you have horrible taste?
I think what it actually has to say is that I don't listen to music enough. So if I listen to something, because we were looking at the minutes listened and Tyler listens to music all of the
day, every
time. So his is insane. I only listened to 13,000.
What was his tops? Hans B. Zimmer?
No, it was some niche stuff. He's very into music. So his was I'm not kidding you, 5 times mine. I don't listen to music enough. So if I listen to Zach Bryan's album a couple of times, he's suddenly my top artist. I mostly listen to audiobooks and podcasts in the car. Or let's be honest, talk on the phone.
Okay, interesting.
So, do you want to do top songs?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Stick Season by Noah Kahan was number 1.
How does that go?
I can't sing it.
You can't even hum it? Or
Well, now I'm only have Chappell Roan in my head.
oh, okay.
The one
It's totally erased your favorite song of the year.
number 2 is then they're all Zach Bryan. I Remember Everything with Casey Musgraves. Heading
That song
South,
is depressing as hell.
Something in the Orange, and another Noah Kahan song. It's all Zach Bryan and Noah Kahan.
That I Remember Everything.
Yeah.
Have I said this before? I thought you'd like that because it kind of reminds me of a Johnny Cash song.
I love Johnny Cash music.
I know you do.
I like a tortured song.
Of course, we all love a tortured song.
But I'm really sad that I've been giving up Zach Bryan because I do really love his voice and his music.
But he is a piece of shit.
Actual piece of shit. What's yours?
My number 1 song of the year was Pink Pony Club,
Obviously.
which is just a fucking anthem.
Love that.
Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing in the
pink. Yeah, that is a banger.
Number 2, Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish.
Oh, that's a good one.
Birds of a feather, we should stick together.
Yep.
Please, please, please.
I do love Sabrina Carpenter.
Number 4, Hot to Go.
Of course.
And number 5, Austin by Dasha.
Oh, that's a good one. I
Did your boots stop?
I actually love that song.
Truck break down?
Oh, I'm gonna listen to these a little bit. These are good.
You're
ones.
gonna steal mine as well. You're gonna take my songs too.
I'll take it all.
My songs, my books.
ALLMY to go.
All my.
I meant mine.
Oh, okay.
Let me try again. ALLMINE. All mine.
You can give your shit to me.
Exactly.
Okay. And those are the tops. I wish I gave you a top 10 though.
Yeah, it's mine stopped right before it got less annoying.
What do you mean?
I know I had better artists. I'm sure Sabrina would have been in my top 10.
Yeah, I definitely listened to What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish a ton this year, and it just didn't edge itself into the...
That's where sometimes I'm is this legit?
I mean, I think it is. It's not that hard to come up with the listening.
All right.
But Wicked came out at the end of the year, so maybe that would have...
That's what I'm saying. It's a little
slithered into my
skewed.
tops. But it's the whole album. I don't know.
Math.
Okay, and then let's do our peak and pit of the year.
Okay.
I think this is also going to be hard for me to really narrow down to just one thing, but let me think. You go.
Well, my grandma died this year.
That is so true.
And I'm not laughing because it's just like a weird thing to say, but she was the best and she helped raise me. And so it was very sad, even though it was her time to go. So that was a pretty obvious pit.
Just as a side note, though, it was kind of a peak.
It was a peak
Like,
because
it was
she was
a relief.
suffering. Totally.
It was a relief that she went.
Totally. It was time, but like, it's just sad that she is no longer here and isn't a part of things. I mean, she had been because she suffered from Lewy body dementia. So she like wasn't mentally here for a long time, but it was obviously sad to say goodbye to her.
But she lives on in what she did with you, like art projects that you just did with Jack.
Exactly. No, she was a great grandma. And then we also lost my husband's grandma this year. So kind of crazy actually when I think about it. He was also very close to her and she was very, very good to me. And little known fact, she prayed me into existence.
Wow.
She always said that. She was like, I prayed for the perfect woman for Tyler and here you are. So sad year for us losing people we loved. Those were obvious pits.
Pit for me, I was also going to have Mo on my pit/peak list.
Oh yeah, it is tough. It's a tricky
because
one.
like sad that she left us, but we loved that crazy son of a bitch.
She was a crazy lunatic.
She provided some amazing content in our lives.
She was a lunatic, but she loved a lot. Like she was,
and
like,
she loved me.
She did love you.
That bitch couldn't remember anything.
And she loved you.
And when I walked in the door, she was like, Rachel's here?
HOTT.
No, really. It was Pink Pony Club.
She was like, let's get out of here. No, she was very special. And it's hard without, I mean, we all three of us had really fantastic grandmas. And so it sucks that we don't get as much time with them. That's like the math of it all is like, you can have an amazing grandma, but like, you're just not going to get as much time with her as you deserve.
Yeah, and my grandma didn't even die this year, but it feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And I wonder when that goes away, huh?
I think grief is weird. I don't think it ever feels like as long as it's been. Like my grandpa passed away, oh my God, like 12 years ago? 12 years ago now. Yeah. And it feels like yesterday. That's chipper.
So yeah, that was on my pit/peak list, and less of a pit, but still a pit, was the White Sox being the worst team in the history of teams. No, teams in general, just teams, little league teams, teams of volunteers, teams of people who ring bells outside of Jules.
Yeah.
And sell popcorn. The White Sox were worse than those teams too. Yeah. So that was a big old pittaroo. Pit of despair.
I think if you'd asked our husbands, they would say the Bears would be a pit for being so much worse than was anticipated.
No, really.
Chicago's not doing it.
No, they're not.
Okay.
How about a pit?
A peak.
And your peaks.
Okay, so one of my peaks is starting this podcast. We started it this year. And
so true.
It's been so fun to be with you so much and do this, and our husbands work on it, and my husband obviously edits it, and your husband gives notes on it, and so it's been like a fun little foray. What's the word? Foray. It's been a fun little foray into like the four of us working together on a project, and it's just been really nice, and I love doing it. So that's been a peak. And a lot of people giving us positive feedback about it.
Yes, like I think the peak for sure. I mean, it's not like we're spending any more time together than we would have.
Well, okay, but different time. More focused time.
This is, okay, sure. This is focused time. But the benefit, I think, is like how many listeners we have is surprising to me. Just like the people want to listen to us talk. So thanks.
I mean, I am not surprised by that, but yeah.
And also, yeah, the feedback that we get from people that are like, just enjoying it. That even if someone says like, I was dying laughing in the car today, like that.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. And so it's been a huge positive for this year and more to come in 2025.
Totally. Those are your 2 peaks?
That was one of my peaks.
Oh, you only gave one.
I have to think about if I have others. Oh, you know what? I think this summer was a peak for me also.
Okay.
I just felt like it was the first summer in a long time that I didn't work an insane amount. And so we got to all spend a lot of time together. We got to have a lot of pool days. We got to really like have a summer. I felt like I got to have a summer. And so that was definitely a peak for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. I would say my 2 peaks. I mean, a lot of really good things happened this year.
So many.
My sister-in-law got married, had a really fun wedding.
True.
That was a peak. Friend Gabby had twins this year. That was a peak, obviously for her, but also for me because she was just born to be a mom.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're such cute little babies. Those are probably my top 2 of like
High
amazing,
points.
blessed things from the year.
We were very fortunate this year. Thank you, universe.
Yeah, no, good things this year all around.
All good things.
Should we do a little dilemma?
Yeah, the last one of 2024.
Our last dilemma of the year. Okay, so this is a holiday themed dilemma.
Ho, ho, ho.
Extremely timely.
Beautiful.
Possibly something that many people are dealing with.
Hit it.
So this person wrote and said, how do people deal with holiday situations with their husband's family and theirs? We have 2 kids, and both of our families obviously want to spend the holidays with our kids. The problem is, I don't really love getting together with my husband's family, and he doesn't really love getting together with mine.
Ooh.
Obviously, neither of us hate it enough that we wouldn't see the other, but it's just not enjoyable. We would never combine the 2 either, because that's just not the type of family that we have. So I think she's saying like they would never
All get together.
have a holiday with like her parents and his parents.
Okay.
How do people handle holidays? Whatever we do, it never seems like it's fair. If we do Christmas Eve with one side, Christmas Day with the other, then the other side is always saying, but you're not going to be able to be at this, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, your families sound like they suck. I mean, I think the root of this is not to get too like theoretical, maybe, but like you still see them as each other's families as opposed to just being like this side of our family and this side of our family. Like
you have a thing about that.
I do. I fucking hate that.
You have a thing
Trigger.
about that. You are. Where does that come from?
I think because with my uncle's family, we were always like his family with his kids and his wife. Like she never really like immersed herself.
And if you're listening,
Oh,
suck a dick.
They're not. They ain't. But hey. So like I think that's very triggering to me. And I just think like when you get married, it's true you marry into a family and it's not, you shouldn't be, in my mind, envisioning it as like his family and your family. It's like we have 2 sides of a family now. So I think that's number 1. And number 2, I think the easiest way to do it is consistency. If you really are going to have this issue, is like every year you're renegotiating the holidays and the boundaries. And so every year it dredges up like all of this conflict.
I feel like a lot of people we know have like the every year.
They redo everything.
Yes. Versus like the same thing.
I'm fortunate, like for all intents and purposes, like we have 3 families essentially, like our, like my husband's side, my side, and your side. But everyone loves
yours, mine, and ours.
Like everyone gets along. Like we could do everything together if we needed to.
For sure.
But we decided to like kind of parse out the holidays in a consistent way. So like we do Thanksgiving with like my side and you guys, and my husband's family is invited if they choose to come. We do a Thanksgiving of like my husband's side the day after Thanksgiving, and then we do Christmas with my husband's side, and then I'm really excited my mom's joining us this year. So we don't have to every year be like, where are we going? It's like Christmas is here, Thanksgiving is here.
Totally.
Because I think when you like just do it for the year, it's like, all right, well, we're gonna have to do this again next year.
And of course, like things come up in a random year. Like even if you have a tradition, sometimes there's like this year this is happening, and so we're not going to do that. But generally, I do think it is easier to just have a set
plan,
because then you don't have to go through the whole rigmarole. A lot of people were saying in the comments that like they have this dilemma every year. One person says it doesn't seem fair that she has to spend holidays with not her family. Which is like that. Yeah, that does speak to your point of like, this should be your family too. Like when you marry someone, you marry their family.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want Mike to feel that way. I don't feel that way about his family, but I definitely wouldn't want him to feel that way about like spending whatever holiday with my family.
Totally. And I think like I'm especially new too, like we're blessed, like we enjoy being with our in-laws, but like I'm not like I'm going with Tyler's family for Christmas. I'm like, we're going with our family. Like I feel, but
Totally.
that doesn't just happen. I think you have to come into it with that mindset. Number one, like just because you think of them as your family doesn't mean that they aren't going to annoy you or like do things you don't like. But like when you make this like us and them, as opposed to just saying like to your husband, like, oh God, I'm so excited to spend Christmas with your mom, but like so-and-so always does this. Like she's kind of separating herself.
Yeah.
As opposed to just like immersing herself, like, and just accepting them for who they are. And like, there's things that you love about people and there's things that don't click, but that doesn't mean they're not your family.
Yeah, I think it's just like a change of mindset. Like you have family members, like blood family, like uncles or whoever the fuck, who you wouldn't necessarily pick to spend a holiday with, but like it's family and that's just the expectation. And so like maybe you have people on your husband's side who you wouldn't choose to spend the holiday with, but like that's family.
In church or in prison.
Family is family.
Yeah, I have a real trigger though. Like it's not your husband's family, bitch. It's our family.
Yeah, no, it's actually interesting you have that viewpoint because you didn't have to split holidays at all growing up.
Yeah.
Like you only went to your...
Well, I only had one parent, so...
I'm just saying you only had like that one thing,
Yeah.
and it was never like, so it wasn't modeled for you one way or the other.
I think I felt the effects though on the other side. Like my mom has one sibling, and it was very clear that the family he married into did not view us as like family. And because I only had one parent and so we were a smaller family, it was difficult to navigate because we felt very like pushed out.
Totally.
And so even I'm fortunate, I'm obsessed with my in-laws and like they feel like family, and my sisters-in-law and my brothers-in-law all feel like siblings to me. But I also, before I even knew them in this like close way, I committed myself to being a part of that family. Like I was like, I'm going to join, if I'm going to marry Tyler, I'm going to join this family.
It's hard though because both sides have to feel that way. Like,
True.
it would kind of suck if you felt like, okay, so when you get married, like you gain another set of parents and another set of siblings, like you gain this whole other family, and like you're gonna really like treat them like your own. And if they felt like,
You're right.
like, and this is Tyler's wife.
Yeah, it takes two to tango. You're right. No, but like I am fortunate in that way. Like if I felt that way and they were like, no.
Right.
Yeah, maybe her in-laws don't like her.
It's maybe that's like a conversation that you should have early on with your partner. Like,
yeah, not even with your partner, like start to read the vibe of the family. Cause like,
yeah, I just think like, no, but I definitely think you're lucky in that.
oh, totally.
like you and I both shared that mindset that like even if this person's family sucked, then it's just like, well, I guess my new family sucks. Like, then I have to figure it out.
Like if my brother-in-law did something annoying, I would never be like to Tyler, your brother.
And I also think like in an alternative universe in 20 years, if you and Tyler were to no longer be together,
ugh.
Yes, not even a possibility. But I would hope that like his family, you would still be like included in going to things and vice versa.
Oh, like I think it's though a mindset though. Like I think people have to go into things feeling that way. You can't like 20 years in change the game.
Right. Yeah. If you're like seeing these people as your family and then like, because then like you have kids together and so those are your kids' grandparents and aunts and uncles and whatever. And so then like if they had a big Thanksgiving celebration every year, like let's say your in-laws had a big Thanksgiving celebration and then like you and Tyler split and you'd like, I feel like in a lot of families then like you'd have to find a new Thanksgiving. It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy because like that's
Unless,
your family.
Like you didn't have an amicable split, but like, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people are like that where like they divorce and then they just like never see that other side. And it's like, that's so crazy. You spend like every holiday with them and then it's your kids, whatever. And it's like goodbye forever.
Yeah. I mean, my uncle had an ex-wife that I never saw again. I loved her.
So yeah, I think my advice would be one, maybe from the jump, like when you're talking about getting married, have like a conversation about what your thoughts are on like in-laws and how they're viewed or embraced like in your mind versus the family's mind, and also try and have those expectations align. Like,
and this girl needs an attitude adjustment, I think. Like not like in an aggressive way. I just think like try and embrace that like we have two families and we have to see both of them and like see the good in them.
Agreed.
Because bitch is your family.
And the holidays are going to keep on coming.
They're here.
They're here to stay.
Ho, ho, ho.
So that's our wrap up.
Well, this has been such a wonderful year. I'm so excited to see what's to come in 2025. Please make sure to still be liking, sharing, listening,
Loving.
all the things, loving. Have a beautiful holiday with your family and friends.
With family and
Your husband's family.
your husband's family.
And your wives' families.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
We'll see you next year.
call you later.
Call you later. I love you.